Hello students, it's very good to see you all of you once again. I'm here after a very long time in front of you. As you all know that the CBSE has changed the curriculum of our syllabus of class 9th and class 10th. We will proceed the topics of the chapter as per the guideline that has been provided by the CBSE. Okay student? So as you have been given and we have discussed about the Euclid geometry, that has been removed from our syllabus, but though it is necessary to know about these all things, so we have to focus on those all topics. So beside that student, we will today talk about the factorization of our class 9. As in factorization, you might be solving the questions of the factorization from your class 7, 6, 7 itself. But today we will see at a glance all the formulas that is applied, that is applicable in solving the question related to factorization. And though after that, we will discuss some of the factorization that is very important, very crucial. That is the middle term explication, means that is the factorization of the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So without wasting the time, let's come to the content. That today we will see some of the formula that is related to our factorization. Your first one that is very popularly, very widely used, that is your a plus b to the whole square, that is represented as a plus b into a plus b, that is written as a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, your second one is a minus b to the whole square. It can be written as a minus b into a minus b, that is written as a square minus 2ab plus b square. Third is your a square minus b square, that is written as a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Fourth one is your, these three formula you have learned in your previous classes also. This in your class 6, 7, 8. You have seen these formulas very clearly. It is mentioned in the book, and you might be aware of some of the formula. That is your a plus b to the whole cube. Whole cube means what? A plus b is multiplied 3 times. A plus b is multiplied 3 times. A plus b, a plus b, a plus b, like this. Okay? And this can be written as a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. Somewhere it written in the form of a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Both are the same things, as just here 3ab into a. This will result in 3a square b, and 3ab into b. This will result in your 3ab square. Okay. Similarly, student, in the fifth, if we say it's your a minus b to the whole cube, this can be written as a minus b is multiplied for the 3 times. A minus b, a minus b, a minus b. Okay. So for this also we can have a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b and plus 3ab square. Or this can be written as a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Both the formulas are the same formulas. But see here, similarly, minus 3ab, when it get multiplied with a, it will result in minus 3a square b. And when minus 3ab is get multiplied with minus b, here minus minus it become positive, and bb it becomes b square. So it will be 3ab square. Both the formulas are the same, but it can be represented in these two types. Okay. Now students, your next one is a cube minus b cube. It can be written as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Okay. Your seventh one is your a cube plus b cube this is can be written as a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. So these are the formula that is widely used for solving the exercise, for solving the textbook, whatever the question that we are having in our textbook. We can solve the factorization using these four formulas. Wherever it is applicable, we will apply as according to the question. Okay. One more formula that we have to discuss, but as per the recent scenario that the CBSE has deducted the 30% of the syllabus from the each and every subject, so that the formula that has been removed, that is your a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. This is the last exercise of our textbook where we have to implement this formula, but as per the guideline of the CBSE, whatever the question that is related to this formula, that has been removed from the syllabus. So as we are working as per the guidance of the CBSE, we are not suggested to go through the question that is related to this formula. But then also, students, I will write the formula. If you wish, if you want, you can solve your exercise that is related to this formula. Okay, so let us know what is the formula for this. It can be written as a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc and minus ca. Means the product of the sum of the a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square, not minus, okay, plus c square minus ab minus bc and minus ca. Again I am repeating the terms that the questions, the terms related to this formula has been removed from the syllabus. But if you want for the practice, if you want to solve, you can use this formula to solve your last exercise. Okay? But these 7, the major formula, that is the form in the a plus b to the whole square, a minus b to the whole square, a plus b to the whole cube, a minus b to the whole cube, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus b cube. These are the major factorization formula that is very widely used for solving the questions. Okay. Now student, I hope you can solve your exercise using this formula, but if you get somewhere, you get the doubt, you can query me in the inbox, or you very well know my WhatsApp number. You can query your questions on my WhatsApp number also. I am there to solve your problems. Okay. Besides this, student, now we will discuss some of the questions that is related to the middle term splitation. Middle term splitation, we are going to see the factorization process. Okay. Now see, I hope the content has been cleared till end. So we will proceed to our next topic. So as I am just telling you that we are now here to discuss about the middle term splitation. And middle term splitation belongs to the group of the quadratic polynomial. So first of all, let us know about the quadratic polynomial. As your quadratic polynomial is of the form, it's your ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, this is your standard form of the quadratic polynomial. So for this, for x square, it can be a is said as the coefficient of x square. For this, it is said as coefficient of b, and this is said as constant. So the terms that is of the form means that belongs to the group of the quadratic polynomial. We will discuss some of the question related to the quadratic polynomial, how its factorization is done. Okay. Now we will discuss two or more questions. We will discuss some more questions related to this. So let us, without wasting our time, let's come to the topic, student, and we will learn about the factorization of the quadratic polynomial. As let us take a question, student. 6x square plus 11x plus 3 equal to 0. Your question is 6x square plus 11x plus 3 equals to 0. Means we have to find the value of x and y. We have to find the value of x. Okay. So as using the middle term splitation. Means here we can say that we have to factorize this also. How? Or either we can be told to find its zeros. We can be told to find its zeros. Okay. So we will discuss both of the things. Okay. Now for the factorization of such type of a question, student, first of all what we do, we take the product. We take the product. Product means we have to multiply the terms. We take the product of the coefficient of the x square and the constant. Means what we have to do? We have to take the product of coefficient of x square and constant. Okay, let us take it. Means here the coefficient of your x square is 6 and your constant is 3. So 6 into 3, we got 18. Okay. Now for this 18, we have to take its product in such a way that its sum or while addition or while subtraction we get the middle term. As see, 18 can be written as 1 into 18. Again 18 can be written as 2 into 9. 18 can be written as 3 into 6. And further you can write 6 into 3, same thing you will get. Okay. Now means 18 can be splitted into the product of 1 into 18, 2 into 9 and 3 into 6. See what I am telling you, while addition or while subtraction we have to obtain the middle term. See, 18 plus 1 you get 19, 18 minus 1 you will get 17. It's 11 over here. Not possible. Again 6 plus 3, 9. It's 11. 6 minus 3, not possible. 9 and 2, 9 2. 2 plus 9, it can be 11. So this term, this 11 can be splitted as 6x square, 9x plus 2x, means this way. Okay. And in last is 3. Now again, what can we do? Take the common from two consecutive terms. You will have 3 as 3 to the 6, 3 is a 9. So you can take 3 as a common. And here you are having x also common. So you have taken 3 and x common. So 3, 2 times 6, it's x square. You have taken x common here. You will remain with x itself. And 3 is a 9. Here in these two terms we are not having any common term. When we are not having any common term, we can take 1 as a common. So 2x plus 3 as it is. Again 2x plus 3 is a common term. So you can write it 2x plus 3 common. When you have taken the common, you are left with here 3x and here plus 1. So in this way we can do the factorization. And though we are told to find the value of x also, how we will determine the value of x? When we are told to determine the value of x, students, nothing we have to worry. We have to just, whatever the polynomial that is given to us, we have to just make it equal to 0. When you will make it equal to 0, it will, you have to take when like this, 2x plus 3 equal to 0, 2x equal to minus 3, x equal to minus 3 by 2. Again, when you have to take, again write it over here, again 3x plus 1 equal to 0, you will have 3x equal to minus 1, x equal to minus 1 by 3. So here in this way we have determined the value of x also. minus 3 by 2, minus 1 by 3, like this. Okay. Now student, this is the process for finding the value of x. But when we are told to factorize only, in that case we have to just factorize the term. But when we are told to find the value of x, find the value of variables using the factorization method, we have to make the terms equal to 0, and after the factorization that gets completed over here, we have to make the both the terms 2x plus 3, here we are having 2x plus 3, we have equated it equal to 0, and 3x plus 1 we have to equate it equal to 0. Okay, so in this way we can factorize also, and we can determine the value of variable also. We will see one more questions. Okay students, let's see x square plus 2 root 2. We will discuss 2 or more questions. As the question is x square minus plus 2 root 2x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, let us first of all factorize it. Okay, how we will factorize it? The process are the same student. Here we are not having any coefficient, we will take the coefficient 1 into 6, make it 1 into 6, you will get 6 itself. Now you have to split this 6 in such a way that while addition or subtraction you get 2 root 2 in the middle. So for this 6, for the 6 you can write 2 into 3, nothing more can be written. And here you have to just see 1 root 2 is also here student. So what can be done for the root 2? This 2 can be further split as root 2 into root 2. Okay? And here it's into 3. Like this. This 2 can be written as the product of root 2 into root 2. And this 3 is as it is over here. Now we have to arrange these 3 terms in such a way that in the middle we get 2 root 2. So for this student, here we can determine it's 1 in front of root 2, and for this take this 3 root 2 alone. So when you take 3 root 2 and here root 2, okay, 3 root 2 and this 2 root over here, when you subtract it, means for the 3 root 2, see here 3 root 2, 1 root 2 has gone, you are left with 2 root 2. So for this student we can write it x square plus 3 root 2 x minus root 2x minus 6, x common, x 3 root 2. Here student, take the minus common from both the terms, and in this 2 what could be taken as a common? 6 is here, root 2, you can take root 2 common, as when you will take root 2 you will left with x. In the 6 you have taken root 2 common, so here you are having the product of 6, so 1 root you have taken common, so just forget it about it. Here you will left with 3 root 2, so 3 root 2. Okay, again 3x plus 3 root 2, x plus 3 root 2, x plus 3 root 2, and here also x minus root 2. So in this way we have completed the factorization. We have completed the factorization. If you are told to factorize the term, you have to process this till here itself and your task gets completed. Okay? But when you are told to find the zeros, or when you are told to find the value of x using the factorization method, what you will do? Nothing to worry. Just when you are told to find a zero, just make it equal to 0, 0, 0, and take the two terms separately. equated equal to 0. When x plus 3 root 2 equal to 0, you will have x equal to minus 3 root 2. And when x minus root 2 equal to 0, you will have x equal to root 2. So in this way, student, we can factorize the terms very easily. This is the process for the factorization that we have to follow. So student, you can easily solve the exercise of your textbook. I hope you will do it. If some way you get any type of the doubt, you can comment in the comment box, either you can WhatsApp me your query. Definitely I am here to solve your problem. Okay student, till then, take care, bye bye, have a good day.